like to not be here right now.
The radiation suit has been updated. Blueprint database.
Okay. Guess we should get on that really quick. Well, that was terrifying. First thing first. Glass and my old glass. Where did we put glass? I can actually make glass. Yes. Before we go back, let's just go through this thing. Bladderfish. This unusual herbivore appears to be mostly defenseless and bears little resemblance to the other life forms around it. Semi-permeable. Permeable. Bladder. The bladderfish is able to filter air and seawater into its body cavity through the unique membrane which surrounds its spine like a bladder. This allows it to remove and consume organic particulate caught on the way and adjust its buoyancy. Open-ended vascular tubing. Can be angled and contracted to pump out water and achieve low-velocity guided propulsion. Largely oblivious to threats and particularly mobile at night, its only identified defense mechanism is that it's composed almost entirely of water, air, and cartilage. Edible, oxygen may be retrieved from the bladder and added to tanks on consumption. The membrane has application as natural water filter. Boomerang Peeper! A fast prey fish encountered in the shallow waters enriched with protein. Developed set of facing eyes, capable of discerning colors not just shallow waters but in variety of lighting conditions. It is also able to close its eyelids, thus preventing light from reflecting off the lenses, and rendering the peeper almost invisible to nighttime predators. Powerful fins. This species has evolved powerful fins which enable rapid acceleration in still water, and the ability to leap meters into air to avoid pursuits. Beak. Likely used to break down corals and tough vegetation. An unusually large nasal cavity serves for no obvious purpose and appears to be specially evolved to detect a single specific enzyme. Nothing encountered on the planet has far produced a matching odor. Huh. Are you from a different planet? Expulsion tubes. The tubes attached to the peeper torso are connected directly to its stomach and gills and appear to be designed to expel its contents on demand, purpose unclear. While the peeper is well adapted to survive in shallow waters, a number of its features serve no discernible purpose. It would appear to be just as well suited to survive in deeper waters, and is somewhat more intelligent than the usual small herbivore. Edible further research required. Radiation suit. The suit is fully protected against the effects of radiation during land, sea, and space exploration. Safety rate up to 400 SE per hour. Compatible with all EP suit functionality. Sleek. Radiation suit necessary precaution in a post-MAD world. We can pretty much build the vehicle way if we wanted to. Radiation suit, maybe not so much. Where are you? Wish I could have been it from here. We go through our water so fast, which is realistic if you think about it, with how much you need to stay hydrated. Silver. Where did my silver go? Didn't I pick up silver? Oh, I used it for something. Crap. I used it for a wiring kit, probably. Well, crap. Means we need to go back to look for silver. Lubricant is essential. Let's unpin this for now. Majdi. Majdi. Ah, ah. That. I hear you. Wifey. Thank you for the raid.
Aurora, I'm out on the far side of the system. It's gonna take more than a week to reach your position. Do you still need our assistance? Over. I'll try them again tomorrow. Damn charter's gonna have us
Yes, we need your assistance.
Running errands for Alterra. See what the long-range scans pick up in the meantime.
Outstream? Chill. I love Subnautica and chill. Especially after the stress of finishing the Clair Obscur yesterday. I love my underwater life. What am I looking for? First, I need to unpin this thing. Unpin, unpin. Unpin. Silver. I think silver was around here. Oh, you are making interesting noise.
30 seconds.
So... Pops is on the final act. I'm gonna play it after he finishes. Don't let him spoil you. It's alright, it's alright. It honestly took me like 10 hours yesterday to finish it. It's his top 5 games. Fighting with him all day because he wants to tell me about... Doesn't want to spoil. Yeah. I should have probably played it at the same time, no? If you played it at the same time, you could have, like, commiserate. Brain color. Wasn't sure if I'd enjoy it because the battle system is a bit busy for me in terms of movement. Just burn constantly. Yeah. There is a thing I might... I don't think it's a spoiler, but... My one complaint about the game is that... They... do not really give you options with combat in terms of what do you need to win. Like, you need to perform a specific action. The harder the enemy is, I mean, the more difficult the enemy is, the more it relies on one specific action you need to perform in every battle. Like, you don't have options to defeat them in different ways. There's one specific thing you need to succeed at to win. And it does get annoying towards the end. It's probably like really fun for people who like to train themselves in this like very precise movement and specific things, like who feel, yeah, like dodging and parrying, yeah. Like you have to parry perfectly every single thing to defeat the hardest bosses in the game. And I'll tell you honestly, I gave up on the 2 hardest optional bosses in the game. There are like 2 super difficult bosses left for me, and I said I'm not gonna waste my time. "33 times? Oh, more. More. Like one of the super hard optional bosses was like, I barely survived just parrying his usual attacks. And he had 2 phases on the first time around. And I barely survived, and I was like, finally I survived. It was like my nth try. Because if you don't parry, he just one-hits you. 1 punch death. And then there was phase 2. Like, he revived and became more difficult. You had to like double parry every single attack. It's like pum 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 pum. It's ridiculous. I don't know if your hobby defeated that boss or not, but it was a pain, and I said no. Yeah, there are a couple of bosses that hit you and it's instant death. It's either instant death if you don't parry, or they recover their whole full health if you don't parry. It's either or. So basically they made it so you either parry or you don't win. And I think that's not a good game design, to be honest. You should have options, like you should have different ways in which you can defeat enemies. Wifey, do you like platforming? Or at least those are like optional bosses. If you are not completionist who wants to complete every single side quest, then you probably don't actually need to worry about those optional bosses. Just finish the story and be happy. If you can be if you can be happy with the end of the story. Why am I stuck in here? Oh, silver. Ore and glass. I don't have glass, do I? Do I have glass? Another thing. Yeah, there are a lot of like optional things that are super difficult that are not necessary to finish the story. Like, for the optional areas and for the 2 optional bosses, I was underleveled for them. Definitely not like strong enough to defeat the optional bosses, but when I gave up and went to finish the story, I was like way overleveled for the final mission of the story. The mime at the beginning. I think the mime, like, I might be wrong, but I think you're not meant to defeat the mime on your first playthrough. Well, unless you already capable of parrying everything perfectly from the start. I feel the mime is like for the Game Plus. That would be my guess. I mean, some people would kill the mime because they're, I don't want to say freaks of nature, but super powerful. Because they can guess the parry necessity from the get-go.
Seconds.
You took it down? No, good. Another optional thing in the game is the platforming challenges. There are specific areas just for various platforming challenges. And that's also another thing I hated about the game. I can't do platforming, like, my whole body tenses. I feel so dumb when I try to do platforming. Laser cutter. Give me that. I don't know, it's probably because I didn't grow up gaming, but like every time I need to do platforming, I sometimes like
30 seconds.
It's physically painful for me. I think I have a feeling Take Two is kinder than whatever that was in these games. You always sucked at like Mario. I never even attempted to play Mario. The game does seem very unforgiving. Yeah, but also like in optional areas. if you just focus on the story, on like bear, or only on the things you can complete,
30 seconds.
you still can finish the game without problems. It's just like the optional challenges are super tough. Like even the mimes, you don't actually have to do anything about them. They just give you like upgrade materials or cosmetics. Funny costumes, funny hairstyles. If you care about collecting all of those, then yeah, sure. Swivel chair. Loud.
Near blueprint acquired.
Ooh. I found something. I need a beacon.
Seek fluid intake. Oxygen.
Thank you for the hydrate. As I was telling Tinia, I will freak out every time I hear that. Because I can't tell if it's in the game or my alert. I think we should start thinking about building a house, a house that is a home. Gotta get ready for bed. Good night, wifey. Have a great rest of your evening. No. "90 seconds. This in here. Eggs outside. These in here.
Aurora, this is Sunbeam again. We just picked up a massive debris field at your location. I didn't know how many of you... I didn't know. We're now en route to your location. We're gonna bring you home. Sunbeam out. What else can I say? The only time I parked a rig this big on a rock that small was in VR. And I blew it. It's a bad option, all right, but so are all the others.
No. Curled papyrus. The function of the distinctive curled leaves on this aquatic plant is not immediately clear. It is possible the leaves unfurl in low light conditions, or that they are designed to channel water currents through the main body of the plant.
Oh, majestic!
Wow. Thank you so much for the gifted, Anonymous. An anonymous gifter. Thank you so much. That's very generous. Hello, Samitan. Enjoy your gifted. Hop. It's been a while since I heard the majestic Bloodborne. It is possible, blah blah. Okay, tiger plant. This plant has adapted to sense fluctuations in the water at up to 15 meters. It is capable both of prehensile movement of its tubes as well as the propelling of thorns at speeds up to 10 meters per second. Although capable of incapacitating small herbivores, this plant carnivorous digestive organs would be predators caught in its defensive perimeter, serve as a warning to other herbivores not to approach, and then, as they decompose, they serve as fertilizer for the tiger plant. Avoid or incapacitate. Incapacitate. Violet Beau, a common luminescent plant which grows in patches on the seabed. Beautiful. Writhing weed, well adapted to both shallow water and cave systems. The plant lives in symbiosis with the coral species which forms around the base of these stems. Fauna. Hopefish. Small school mentality prey fish with a unique method of propulsion, and a distant relative of the blubberfish. Antenna. Rather than swimming in this life form, uses the fine green antenna which encircle its body to alter the composition of the water in front of it, allowing it to sail into the low-density space created. Purple-green coloration may be camouflage adaptation for mid-range light wavelengths, possibly indicating the hopefish is more active at dawn and dusk. Behavior. While schools of hopefish will form periodically and evade predators en masse, this behavior is more social than it is defensive. Lone hopefish are often found hunting for food and displaying generally curious behavior. Edible. Leviathans. Reefback leviathan. Big boy. This vast lifeform is in excess of 30 meters long and has been designated Leviathan class. Fortunately, it feeds excessively on plankton lifeforms in the water. Chitinous shell. Most of the lifeform topside and some of its underside is protected by a thick layered shock exoskeleton. This suggests an evolutionary path quite different from other organisms. I have talked too much today. Of 4, 5, or 6b, most of which are vertebrate in nature. The reefback species has likely been able to grow far larger than other herbivores, because anything large enough to break through its shell has long since gone extinct. Okay. Enzyme pods. Similar in appearance to the algae glands of the gasopod, these organs on the reefback's underside serve some unknown purpose in its digestive system, and are capable of expelling small quantities of stomach enzymes into the surrounding waters. Local microcosm. An array of different barnacle and plant species grow on the reefback's shell, thrusting their roots into ancient scars in the chitin, and take advantage of their mobility to avoid predation. Nonetheless, reefbacks will often be pursued by the faster, hungrier herbivores And thus this Leviathan species is a mobile microcosm for 50 years of study in itself. Life cycle. Reefback's lifespans likely extend through many centuries. For many centuries. Apparently we got an emote from the hype. Should they survive their initial growth cycle? For the first few decades, their small size would make them vulnerable to carnivorous leviathans. Sociable, seen traveling in small pods and communicating by an echoing call, behavior is consistent with low-level sentience. Harbors plants, small fish, and metal-rich barnacles. Brain color. A permanent growing colony of microscopic organisms. This color species has adapted to filter carbon dioxide from the environment, using the carbon to build the colony and expelling the oxygen from specialized exhaust funnels. It is quite hardy, suggesting samples from a mature specimen could be grown artificially. Assessment. Air tanks are equipped to siphon oxygen from water where possible. Huh. Can we use them? Okay, we're doing this. Next would be this. What do we need for it? Wiring kit. Chip. Silver 2. Copper. Coral. Copper. 3 copper. Like a lot of copper, a lot of silver. We'll travel in that general direction of the life pod. Ooh, that's a lot of... Do not notice me. Do not notice me. Do not pay attention to me. Should probably scan that if I see another one.
Seek fluid intake. Vital signs stabilizing.
Copper is all good and well.
Local scans show a nearby cave entrance, depth 90 meters, leading to an unknown environmental biome. Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Ooh. Okay. Okay, I don't like you. Should build a beacon. I should make a beacon. Oh, where is the thing? I lost the... Oh, there it is. I should make a beacon so I can mark that thing. Nice. I see where's the pod.
30 seconds.
Let's go up for some air. I'm gonna sneeze, I'm gonna sneeze. Meow. Sea moth. Beautiful.
Integrating EDA data.
Well, that was a double sound. Anything else around here? Beside you? Beside the scary shark thing? Go away. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, 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 no. I'm armed. The Dyson air fryer. Another single. Need to change the battery for this soon. Do not. Snap your teeth at me. I told you you can snap your jaws at me. Okay. Some things to build.
Seek fluid intake.
I need more water.
Vital signs stabilizing.
I need more water. coral. Is it this one? No, it's the red one. It's probably this one. Yes, this one. Red rifle. I can make some water now. Need more pearl. Before I do use cup, I have a nice sneeze. Ah, excuse me. Before I do use my copper, how come my inventory is full? Oh, because water. Computer chip. One computer chip, please.
New blueprint acquired.